Hey Scott, Martin Chuck here. Thanks so much for letting me take a look at your golf swing. Actually in Phoenix for a couple of days, just visiting the family and then heading back up to Truckee. So, you look extremely fit and strong, so way to go. Keep working out, my man. But let's get you some more speed in that golf swing of yours. So what I'm looking at is this big fella who has very little mobility in his wrists and hands right here. So I want you to do a couple of things for me. Just get your good hands on the grip, and you kind of set your hands really, really forward leaning. Okay, so when you look down from your eyes through your hands, you probably see your hands well outside your left toe over here. And I'd like to see your hands just be a fraction more mid-body. So I don't mind the handle I hit a tick, I just don't want it way, way up here, okay? Because what happens with you is you kind of raise your hands out, you get to the top, and you haven't created any of this angle, this flat left wrist, that's allowed this club to set a little bit. Because there's involuntary and voluntary motion in the golf swing, and what I want you to do is feel as though you can create some angle in here, and I'll explain this to you pretty thoroughly. So your setup to the golf ball is pretty good, aside from the fact that you look like you sit back on your heels a tiny bit. So I want you to feel like you're nice and mid-foot. And here's an example. If you have a piece of pool noodle, and you step on it, and I've got my Nike tennis shoes / golf shoes on, and you can kind of get yourself kind of rocking back and forth right here, and really settle into where that midfoot is, okay? And if you're going to make a boo-boo, make it a little bit towards your toes. So $1 pool noodle will help you a lot. You can hit golf balls off this. So once you kind of establish yourself just a teeny bit more midfoot, a big thing for you is going to be letting the momentum of this golf club be inspired by your core to hinge your hands and to create a little bit more this angle here, this condition, okay? Now the big thing that happens in your swing is your hips, my man, you don't get your behind past the ball line. So here's a ball line. We use this yardstick here as an example. I'll put that in here with the golf ball. And I think you could hit it 9 miles, okay, if you get this figured out. So there's the golf ball line, there's the stick, and it's a little wonky to the camera. Let me get that situated a little bit better. There we go. So when I set up to hit this thing, there's the golf ball left to center in my stance, okay? And what I'm looking for you is, some mobility from your core to throw this club into kind of a hinged position. Now you've got some potential here. You can't throw a football with a straight arm. You got to bend your elbow, bend your wrist, then you can throw a football. With a golf club doesn't have any power. We got to create a few angles here, okay? So now, as we got these angles created, you can see this little move right here. If I was standing on 2 bathroom scales, the one under my left foot, the needle would be bouncing, okay? I weigh about 175, and I feel like I can make that needle bounce up to 2 something, okay? Now from here, I want you to, once you feel this little bit of pressure in the left foot, your arms are going to drop down, hopefully retaining a little bit of this angle right here. Because this angle is the magic sauce, buddy. This is what's going to wall the golf ball for you, okay? It's the throw-up motion of this angle. If I take my left hand on top and my right hand underneath and have my straight zombie arms, if I just hold this club in this angled position, this is a hinge, this is a lag angle, okay? So this would be an address position, pretty much in line. This would be a lag angle. If I put my hands on it, you'll see what I mean. But if I just have this cantilevered on my left hand and right hand, and I make a motion toward this net, okay, that club got thrown very, very with force into that net. Now the point of that, Scott, is that I didn't throw it I didn't try to throw it, okay? This rotation through it. That's what made this club seek an alignment. So I could be Hercules, okay? But if you have Sir Isaac Newton on your side, okay, you're going to be a lot stronger than just be muscular strength. Now, when you stand here straight up and you do this, okay, there's a lot of rotational power there. Now in golf, you have the added benefit of being able to get bent over, inclined to the ground. When you're inclined to the ground, my man, now guess what you get to do? You get to push on something to help you even rotate faster. So in a golf swing, once you create some angles, some inline condition, out of line condition, and you incline it to the ground, now if you can get this timing down where I'm actually pushing very hard on my left foot to help me extend my body. And as I'm extending my body, guess where my rear end goes? My rear end goes past this ball line right here. So I want you to put an aim stick on the ground, okay? And put some golf balls up to it. You can do something just like this. And I want you to think about getting your keister past this stick on the ground. So if I hit a couple shots for you, this is how I would like you to do it, this speed first. Small little guys, so very mindful of letting your core inspired motion hinge your hands. Looks like this. And hit a little punch shot right there. You've got great control of your arms, okay? You're kind of hitting shots where your rear end is kind of stuck in the middle here in no man's land, and you're really not getting your hula hoop. You're not getting your hula hoop effectively past the golf ball so that the low points past the golf ball is where you're going to take decent divots without being steep and deep, okay? So we're going to get this rear end past the golf ball. So you work on your mobility of your wrists, okay? Strong fingers, supple wrists where you have this mobility. And then we feel like we have this little bit of compression and we can transfer these angles a little bit. And then from here, guess what? Like those zombie arms, the cantilever hold right here, that throws a club out. Well, in golf, we have the benefit again of when we're inclined to a ball, we can push on that ground. Now that really throws a club out into an alignment here. But I'm more forward, my man, and when I'm more forward, I have the ability to have my hula hoop forward, and then I can touch a golf ball and take a divot. So I'm not a fan of telling you to hit down. I don't want you to hit down. I just want to get you in the right place so that you have more down in your strike and you kill it. All right, so get in the phone, give me a call, 541-948-2480. Thanks. We'll talk to you later.